Well, Apex midseason patch notes are now out, and they are quite ridiculous. Some good, some bad. Let's take a look into what they just recently came out to say on their new Twitter patch notes. And yeah, I think a lot of people have something to say, especially about one thing specifically missing from this. They start off with loot bin resets. There has been adjustments to loot all around the board. E-District got some loot updates. Loot bins got a little bit of a nerf. Also, there are some things like, ultimate accelerants that are now purple instead of blue, less rarity, but they are a little bit better as well. So, despite some of the minor loot changes, which I don't think are a massive thing here, loot ticks also got buffed. I think we should dive into the weapons, the legends, and the drama of this as well. First off, Havoc Rifle is now no longer in use with a turbocharger. So Havoc got slightly nerfed, probably big nerf, but I still think the gun overall is super solid. They said the dev note is that even after our recent round of nerfs, the Havoc is still overperforming compared to our other weapons. So removing its high value chase item is intended to tamp down its power level. I already felt like the turbocharger wasn't that common anyways, and a lot of times I use the Havoc, didn't even have a turbocharger on it to begin with. R99 did get a slight buff with the damage fall off at 11 plus meters is now increased to 11, and then also improved recoil with this gun. Ammo also has an update where the ammo spawns with weapon will now always be a single brick, but with twice the ammo. Then they also said hop-ups changes here, turbocharger completely gone, reduced spawn rate of the gun shield generator, ultimate accelerants are now purple instead of blue, reduced spawn rate, but increase the movement speed while using them. But here's where things get a little tricky. Legends have a change. Fuse got hard capped at the maximum radius of the scanned area to be 450, but also disallowed mortar targeting on multiple objects within the player's control to prevent perfect setups, right? We've been seeing a lot of people exploit, abuse Fuse, however you want to, describe it. But there's been a lot of misuse of Fuse, which I'm glad this finally was addressed. Who knows if there'll be some caveat. Someone will find a way around it again. Rampart also lowered delay before you can re-enter Sheila turret at 0.15 instead of, just 1 second. Then Revenant. Here's a big change here. Many people talking about the Revenant change, especially his Watson saying we are so back. We've known Revenant has been crushing this game for a while. This is one of the really good changes that I'm glad they finally made. Revenant was just stupid. I mean, it was so abusive. It was so overpowered. Forged Shadows for Revenant, a little bit different now. Reduced shield health to 50 instead of 75. So he's got 25% less health, and the activation time has now been doubled. So it should feel more clunky and less helpful. Hopefully this gets Revenant to the position where he needs to be, because I felt like for a while he was just a broken legend. Now Valkyrie, on the other hand, has been the opposite of broken for a while. When Evac Towers came out, she's not been that great. Now she has been changed to a recon legend instead of a skirmisher. Full tank upgrade now includes 50% reduction in refuel delay to 4 seconds instead of 8 seconds. Gains threat vision while jetpacking. Stays on until feet hit the ground / zipline. So you're going to start seeing some, a lot more visibility with Valkyrie, and you'll notice that she can scan through walls as well. Jetpack UI now has a refuel delay timer, more agile jetpack handling that feels similar to Valk's release, various buffs to improve reliability and output from TAC, move slowdown, stun duration increased by 50%, missile explosion radius increased by 20%, minimum attack range decreased by 25%, maximum missile travel time now 4 seconds to 4.5, fire rate for launching all missiles now 25 instead of 18. Upgrades also got to change. Aerial Expert has been removed. Full coverage has now moved to level 2 and added a reduced tack cooldown and new eyes in the sky. Ignores the LOS check on Skydive HUD scan. Increases HUD highlighting range by 40 meters. Big change there for Valkyrie, and Dev Note was that as Evac Towers rose, Valk's fall from grace was no surprise. But after 16 months of doing this, they wanted to give her a little bit of a change, and so regardless, they say, threat vision while jetpacking and her Skydive HUD solidify her as a unique recon pick. They can have the ground, but I own the sky. Obviously a Valk quote here, so I'm actually interested to see if she automatically becomes meta. It definitely seems like they're trying to go in that direction. Ranked also got some updates with the maps. E-District, Olympus, Kings Canyon will now be the map rotation for it. Modes got updated with duos returning September the 17th, available until the end of Shockwave, but a new mode called Knockout is being introduced as well. 60 players, 20 squads, points-based BR mode. Squads capture zones. They collect Evo to earn points, and the 5 lowest scoring squads are eliminated at the end of each round. Players will have infinite respawns until the sudden death finale. After 3 rounds, the remaining 5 squads are deployed for a sudden death. I think that's going to be good. I really like that idea, and there it will be the last squad standing to win. So it's going to be like a fun little objective-based game in the beginning. Then it's going to end in a nice Battle Royale end circle. Very excited to see where that one goes. Mixtape also got some updates. Map rotations from September 17th or October 14th. Thunderdome, Skulltown, and Estates for TDM. Regardless, I don't think this is really that big of a deal. You can see them on screen. Pause the video if you need. Ranked also got some explanation. Ranked has gone through many different layers throughout the years. And of course, every player has their favorite rendition. At the end of Upheaval, we stopped baking you ranked cakes and started baking you rumble pies. And with a limited run, some of you ate the pies, but realistically, everyone that comes to the cake shop is there for the cake. A lot of metaphors, but to cut them out, our very first ranked rumble was met with rumbles. It didn't deliver or align with why you play ranked to begin with, which is grinding for that RP. You let us know that basically we missed the mark here. This isn't what you want. So ranked rumble will not be going live today or at the end of the season. We're going to take it offline and rework it for a while and the fundamentals of the system to allow for the following goals to be achieved. We want ranked rumble to add to the existing ranked experience, not be a substitute. Provide a way to earn bonus rewards for competing directly against other players in your tier. Provide an opportunity for meaningful competition and comparison once you've reached your skill cap, and capture some of the top predator placement magic at every ranked tier. Create some of the best matches that ranked has to offer by bringing more players together, and create more opportunities for us to gather and respond to feedback, which allows us to dial in the experience to be more fun and worth your time investment. I think the biggest problem they're having now, ranked does not feel as fun. I just saw someone tweet out yesterday that no one's grinding ranked anymore. No one's going for the top rank as much as they used to. I think it was Dig Vibes. No one's going after these things. It's just not as big of a deal. Ranked is not as fun as it used to be. It's not as meaningful as it used to be. They're trying to find a way to get back to that. I do think leaderboards would be a good thing. I think that trying to tournamentify, that's not a word, but trying to make it more like a tournament, a competition, not just a ladder. That's what they're trying to get to. And I think it is a good idea. I just don't think they're executing it well quite yet. Ranked Rumble will have a tentative return next season, so hopefully they make some good adjustments to that then. They also go through their bug fixes to talk about mainly, every little odd end bug, but one of the biggest one was loot changes for E-District. So I think that's something that everybody wanted. One thing they did miss, this is where things get kind of ridiculous. They did not nerf any of the akimbo weapons. Really unfortunate because that's what everyone was asking for, right? Tie games here. Akimbo nerf is the only thing missing. Burno saying, guys, where is the akimbo nerf, please? And people are all talking about nerf akimbos. I don't care about any of this, just nerf akimbos. Everybody wants nerfed akimbos. So they didn't do it, and obviously a lot of people were upset with it, but overall there are some good, there's some bad, and the patch notes are at least something new, and I'm glad that the meta may slightly be changing, but I don't think we're getting all those features we're still looking for the game to, quote, be good again. They've got a long way to go. A lot of games coming out over the next couple of weeks, months, and even just recently coming out. Many people are playing other games. Will they come back to Apex? Will Apex win us all back over? Obviously, time will tell. Where are your thoughts down in the comment section below? Are you currently playing Apex? Do you just watch Apex? Or do you feel like the game is gone? Is it gone? Are the patch notes never going to do it for you? Let me know down in the comments. And until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.